Oh my god, guys, it's 7 o'clock. How are you? What was that? What is that? Something was on my lip. Favorite Mega Man game is the Tiger handheld version of Mega Man 2. You know what? I'll stream that one day. That's my promise to you. That's not my promise to you. I've been eating gummy bears for a real long time now, and I'm having an existential crisis because I read that a serving size for gummy bears is 13 bears. That's not that many bears. That's not enough bears. I need more bears. No bears seem to satisfy. I don't want them. I just need them. To breathe, to feel, to... I'm done here. Move my fan a bit. How are you nerds doing? I had something. It's gone. It's gone. I don't have it anymore. That's barely any. Please execute me. I can't do that, but I can demod you. What was it? What was it? What was it? It was something about the game that we're about to play. I'll remember it. No, it's something I want to bring up way later and I'll forget to do it. Show us your OC, Mr. X. I will show you in a couple... No, it went dark. I'll show you in a couple seconds. Hold on. I'm kind of frazzled right now because I'm not frazzled, but focused on trying to figure out where in God's name I can put my water cup, because there's basically nowhere I can put my water cup that's like a reasonable, accessible place. It's way over here under the mic stand, and I have to maneuver around the mic and bring it like from way over there to drink from it. And I noticed last stream that I was not drinking enough water. That's fine. That's fine. It's okay. It'll be good. I gotta move this down a bit. I have to be able to see chat. That's another thing. Now with the setup I'm now using, I have to the mic can obscure chat. That's never been a problem before. Anyway, let me go ahead and get started. Alright. Let me know how audio is. We got an opening. In the year 20XX AD, the first annual robot tournament was held. This plot is remarkably bad, with 8 of the world's most powerful robots, but with the periods in the center of the line. Mr. X, the sponsor of the tournament, took control of the robots and began to take over the world. Mr. X, why? It's time to tell you the truth. I have been manipulating that fool Dr. Wily from the beginning, but now I no longer need Dr. Wily's help. I missed that. I have to rewind to see what the second... Come and face my power, Mega Man. We'll stop you. Follow me, Rush. You don't need any more info, right? There was a tournament, he held it, and then he was like, no more tournament. I like how they set up this, like, this plot, and then they don't actually do anything with it, they cancel it before it happens. It's like, Capcom's sitting in the drawing room, and it's like, you know what'd be neat? A robot tournament. No, you know what'd be neat? If we had a robot tournament that Mr. X set up and then didn't happen, so the idea of there being a robot tournament didn't matter in the first place. So yeah, that's Mr. X. We mentioned yesterday that he like held the tournament and everything. We did not mention that he claims to have manipulated Wily from the very beginning. 6 games in, and we find out that Wily was Snoke and Mr. X was Palpatine. Anyway, I need to pull up my notes. I didn't have my notes up. That's a problem. Give me a second. Wily was just a puppet. Which is why there's this big backstory of him, like, working with Light and everything, and then betraying Light. Is the idea that he was good-hearted, and then this one billionaire was like, I'm gonna bribe you to turn on him. That sounds actually more interesting than the actual story. Anyway, I have my notes up. So, Mr. X, I have been every voice inside your head. I would imitate the voices, but like they don't have voices to imitate. Woodman, thank you. So I have my notes up. Vague inklings of everything. I am certain of 2 of the weaknesses. I know that Flame Man is weak to Blizzard Man's ability. No, it's the other way around, isn't it? I have my starting order that was Flame to Blizzard, and then I have it written that Flame is weak to Blizzard. I'm gonna start with Flame. The idea was to start with Flame anyway, because it's like the one level that I've done part of before in this game. So I'm gonna start with Flame. We'll figure out the rest. The idea here is, I think, supposed to be that, each of the Robot Masters, or at least a lot of them, are like representing different cultures because this is the World Robot Tournament. Inventors from all over the globe have entered their robots that Mr. X has been bankrolling. There's a bit of a deeper backstory. It's that Mr. X is the head of the X Corporation, which is this big robot foundation that funds inventors all over the globe, and so he funded the creation of these robots, and had them all come together for this tournament, and then he just decided, no, they're mine. That's how that works. So, Yamato Man. Is that how that's pronounced? I'm itchy all over, and I have been for the past, like, 30 minutes, so this will be a miserable stream for me. The X Corporation. That's literally the food fight plot. Is it? Okay. In the Archie Comics Mega Man, Mr. X is given like this extensive backstory that I kind of want to talk about, but I'll talk about that later when it's a little more relevant. They really ripped off Food Fight, or the other way around. Holy shit. When did Food Fight come out? This was 92, I believe. Okay, or 93. 93? We're gonna go for Flame Man. I do like these opening, the little opening pages for them, with all these stats and like a name for each of the stages. I think those are really cool. But otherwise, gameplay-wise, as far as I'm aware, it's gonna basically be the same as 5. Let me pause real quick just to see if there's anything I need to find out. I remember being confused at this whole normal thing at the top. So I'm wondering if maybe that's where Rush's abilities come in. But yeah, we're using the Mega Buster. I think they added a bit of a couple things to Rush. There's new kinds of adapters. I'm not sure. Can I shoot through these? No. But also, I don't think I start with any of the Rush adapters. No, just the Mega Buster. Food Fight was 2010. Food Fight definitely ripped off Mega Man. Because the name X Corporation was very inventive in the first place. So I don't know if this boss is hard. I'm pretty sure I've beaten the level before, but I don't actually remember if I've fought Flame Man successfully or not. We'll see. But yeah, as last time, I do really commend the fact that the levels are really well themed after their particular robot master. This one's a flame level without, like, being a ripoff of Heatman or Fireman stages. I'll take that. Oh, good, it starts over. Well, there's my first death. I don't know whether to call that my fault or not, because the reason that happened was I'm pretty sure I shot one of the things that was supposed to become a platform. One of those enemies was supposed to become a platform over the fire, but I went just off screen, so it despawned. Why am I having trouble with this? That's right, Food Fight was 2010. That's part of why its animation quality is so jarring in how awful it is. Why was I was kind of surprised earlier whenever I fell into the fire and it killed me instantly. I guess I shouldn't be. Lava's always been instant kill. So those blow up when on the ground, when they hit the ground, but when they are above the oil, it's this. So I'm seeing, is that Arabian architecture? Oh, really? Really? Like, are those Arabian palaces? Is that the culture this is supposed to represent? Because if so, they really looked at the Middle East and were like, yeah, you know what we should do? We should make an oil-themed level. That's what we're gonna do. That's what's notable there. Wondering if I should go ahead and do a quick SpongeBob the movie, the game playthrough before completing The Bachelor. Always wanted to do it, but I don't know if I want to brave through the last few days, and I still haven't found the hair specs. That's annoying. Maybe the game's being twisty on you. Maybe you're not supposed to find the hair specs. Maybe you find someone in his place. Or it's just wrong and stupid. This was created during the Gulf War, I think. Yeah, that time lines up. Maybe, so that probably caused it. Golly gee. Really? Why am I having such a problem with this? I got a game over in the same spot, losing lives 3 times. Jesus Christ. In Food Fight, this brand named Brand X starts to take over stores despite there being no substance to it and it being really cheap. Okay, I didn't read that one earlier. But yeah, you're right. That definitely happened. I wonder where Centaur Man is supposed to be from. What culture created that? Also, there's no extra secret bullshit for SpongeBob movie game. It literally says for each level, hey, here's what you haven't found. But they don't tell you what's in it, which is cool and epic. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, whenever it's like a completion-minded or collectible-minded game, I like being told how many collectibles are in a place so I know when I'm done. But, like, obviously I don't like being told where they are. Okay, I made it past that this time. Thank God. Okay, I'm through. Centaur Man is like Celtic, I think. That's a Shay question. Should probably ask her, actually. I mean, that sounds like it makes sense. Can I kill that? No. But that's like the Mega Man 1 and 2 zoomy things. Okay, I definitely haven't beaten this level because I've never gotten this far into it. Actually, yeah, I think this is the one that I held off on completing any levels. Oh good, he set that aflame. I guess the idea is to hopefully kill them before they do that. Well, that doesn't seem very possible. Yeah, no, definitely not possible. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm here. Let's see how easy this is with the Mega Buster, because I just, like, randomly chose a person based on the weaknesses I knew. I don't know if he's gonna be doable with the Mega Buster. Ooh. Yeah, he's definitely supposed to be Arabian. Actually, yes, I have gotten here. No, I'm thinking that because his, attack pattern is very similar to Wave Man's, I think. With the little columns coming out of the ground. I'm gonna use an E-Tank. Use the... Oh, I have to hit A this time. That's different. Okay, he's not that hard at all. Yeah, his attack pattern is definitely predictable. Cool. I had to use an E-Tank, but first try. Cool, that's one down. Already doing better than the last one. How long did it take me to beat Gyro Man? I don't know. You get F Blast and Rush Power Adapter. Okay, Fire Blast. Oh yeah, I've seen these screens before. There's a lot of little like quality of life, like just aesthetic enhancements in this game that I really appreciate. Okay. Places it with your little head. Piss man, thank you. So, Blizzard, I can only assume is weak to plant. It's Blizzard's weak to plant, or no, Blizzard's weak to flame, or plant is weak to flame. And plant could also probably be weak to wind. So, my order here, my planned order here is flame to Blizzard to wind to plant. And then figure out what in God's name the logic here is. Okay, Blizzard man. Frozen Island, master of snow. It also like it also tells you how they're powered. Blizzard man is solar energy. For fuck's sake, computer, it does not take 2 days to download a 569 megabyte ISO. That's annoying. I remember those days. Okay, that goes down pretty easily. I want the life. Hold on, I just want to make sure that that's a solid object that I fell through. Yeah, I have to burn that, I think. Are we introducing more, like, interactable items that you have to use the different weapons for? Because I always appreciate that. There's a lot more of that in the X series than in the classic series. It happens on occasion in the classic series, but not really all that much. Please die. Thank you. So, can I use Fire Blast? Okay, power adapter's right there. That looks marginally ridiculous. It's fine. Is that not what it's for? Yes, it is what it's for. Cool. That's fine. That's fine. What causes things to download slowly other than dumb internet? Main thing I could think is like the disk being, like there being a lot of disk activity. I mean, maybe it's the fact that you're watching the stream. How often do you try to download things while you are downloading a live video stream? People of the community, I have arrived. He's here. We're off to take down Mr. X, the eccentric billionaire who funded a giant robot tournament. And then proceeded to claim all the robots for himself and decide to make them attack everyone, which is something we've never seen before. I've beaten the first Robot Master. I've taken down Flame Man. And I assume Blizzard Man is weak to flame because there's actually a lot of like specific things that you interact with by using the flame ability, which is not a thing we've seen a lot of in the classic series up to this point. Centaur is Greek. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place, actually. No! Okay, well, I got through it. These fucking homing missiles on every enemy. Okay, well, I accidentally walked through them thanks to the ice physics, so I guess I'll take that. Are we about to have water portions? We have a submarine? Well, that is one way to do a weird crusher section. Can I burn these? Nah. What was that weird flash it just did? What is in here? It looks like you can go in that. Can I burn that one? No. Okay. Oh, maybe it's power adapter. Power Mega Man. It won't do that every time, right? Okay, yes, I can punch into things. I can't slide, though. Okay, so that is completely new. Mega Man having, like, different forms. Cool. Yeah, there's actually a couple, like, different things in this one. I was really afraid it was gonna start throwing things at me during that. Hold on. No, okay. Hey Donovan, eat a gummy bear. I don't fucking have any. I'll give you one. Serving size 13, give him 13. It does the transition every time. Okay, I can skip it though. Well, this was... if you couldn't tell, I didn't outline my thought process there at all. There was, like, ice in the left wall, and I was wondering if I could do anything to it. Okay, we're here. Blizzard Man time. Let me just get that E-Tank in. And then Fire Blast. Feel pretty confident that this is his weakness. Come on, buddy. Yeah. This boy is the Alps. I don't know. Somewhere cold, maybe. Is it Russia? I haven't actually seen any like country specific things that I actually took in. Okay, thank God. I was really afraid I'd have to use my second E-Tank there. But he went down. Cold City! That's it! So, Donnie, the plot is that, like, all these robots were gathered for this world robot tournament. So all these robots are supposed to represent, like, different countries or cultures. Flame Man's level was oil themed, and there was Arabian architecture in the background. That's what they did for that. All right, Blizzard Man's done. So I'm thinking Plant is weak to either blizzard or wind. Both would make sense to me. I'm gonna go for wind first. Honestly, Plant could be weak to blizzard, wind, or flame. It's not flame. I know that because I just used flame. But all of those do bad things to plants. That is a panda? Why is that a panda? Where's Windman supposed to be from? I'm bad with recognizing architecture, so you people gotta help me with this one. Right now, this is just like a big machine. I'm not seeing anything yet that, like, points to what this is. And more of these? How many times are we gonna get these? They are falling back for the first time in a while on enemies from 2. I don't think 4 and 5 had these. Would those have been able to blow me high enough to, Oh, these are like the, Gutsman platforms, except they only move when you jump on them. They're not really like the Gutsman platforms at all, actually, now that I think about them. The Gutsman platforms are on a rail. I missed that E-Tank, but it's fine. So I can get this life in a second. So the plan is the same as yesterday, in that I'm probably gonna beat the game tonight, time permitting. And we're already moving fast. Like, we're on the 3rd Robot Master. I don't know the order, and the first 2 were pretty obvious. But hopefully there won't be as much like flailing around as last time. So in the Nordic countries, looking at the spirals and the gold pipes. And those are pandas. Those are pandas. No! That was all me. That was all me. I should just not have moved left there. Okay, this checkpoint I don't think is too bad. I actually don't think I could get that E-Tank because I don't have coil or jet. No! No! China if Mao never took over. That's it. Society if the shoe hit Bush. The US would have pandas now if the shoe hit Bush. No, these jumpsters. Yankee if there was a brim. Thank you. Okay. I do have E-Tanks. I should use them when I get real low. This game seems to be a little more generous with the E-Tanks. This one I'm definitely feeling the whole, oh, they get easier. That's an E-Tank one. I keep hitting start because that's what it's always been, but in this one it's A. Hey Thomas, do you know what these 4 squares are right here next to Fire Blast? Those look like collectibles, but I haven't found anything. And I'm at the boss. I feel like I should have found at least one of those. Are there 4 levels with those collectibles? Hey, Windman. I don't remember. Good. Do you remember if there are collectibles? Alright, let's go Blizzard. Was that a yes? That's no. He's not weak to this. But I can still probably beat him. Yeah, he's pretty simple so far. Come on, he's got 1 hit left. Okay, he went down. I mean, I had 1 hit left, but I want to say very easily. Like, that was surprisingly simple. Are all the Robot Masters gonna be like this? We got Windstorm, which is air cannon, but it doesn't, air shooter, but it doesn't go up, it moves along the ground. Okay. So, okay, we now have Blizzard Man's ability and Wind Man's ability to use on someone. So we can try both on Plant Man. So we're 3 down, and how far are we into the stream? Like 30 minutes? 37. This just looks like Woodman's stage again. Is this Vietnam again? We have helicopters again. Is this supposed to be like the Amazon? This feels like the Amazon stage in DuckTales. There we go. I want to switch to this. For that reason. Well, it is a city of gold. You're right. Jumpster! I slid right under him. Yeah, just get out of here. Just get out of here. Don't even bother. Another set of these. Why do I keep getting surprised when they reuse enemies? Like, they have the stages have their own gimmicks, and they have a good bit of unique enemies, but they don't all, like... That doesn't mean they can't repeat things. This is definitely a mini-boss. Hi, giant Donkey Kong. Oh. I needed that E-tank real fast. Well, Blizzard's not helpful. Set him aflame. I don't know if that actually, like, was helpful or if he just had 2 hits left. Springs. We got springs. That is new to Mega Man. Honestly, surprised it took that long to get just normal-ass springs in the game. Okay, he's not weak to it, but it felt easier to hit him with it just because of how the thing's shaped. I'm just gonna use Fire Blast forever. Maybe not a good idea. That's not why I died. Am I out of lives? I have 1 life. Hey, Donovan. Oh, no. Mom, the mom. You don't need to unearth terrible memories for your own entertainment. Yeah, and... Okay, let's try and not die here this time. What did I die to? I fell into that because fish robot attacked me. More fish robot? Yep. Okay, I shoot these to activate them. Interesting. That's all they are. Those flowers have health pellets in the middle. I was gonna say that's definitely not what they are. No, they did that. Cool, we have floating health pellets. Are these platforms on a timer? Like, is there more of a gimmick to them other than, well, you gotta just shoot them first before you use them? This is very nerve-wracking. Why did I do that? You're supposed to kill it first. You don't need to unearth terrible memories for your own entertainment. Yeah, make new terrible memories. I already did. Your turn. We're taking turns on this. You gotta pull your own weight, Donnie. I'm going to run out of Fire Blast because I'm just gonna spam it on these. I need a life. I need a life. Pretty badly. How's the game audio? Is it loud enough? Too loud? No! That's a game over. I gotta redo this. But I can't think of anything else, anywhere else to go because, figuring out, like, what a knight specifically would be weak to is gonna be rough. Like, knight, Yamato, tomahawk, and centaur. The only thing I can think of is, okay, maybe the centaur's weak to the knight, or the other way around. Pretty sure Mega Man 6 is decently rare on the actual NES. Or at least decently valuable. I think it's the one in the NES library that's like $70, whereas like 2 and 3 are both 10 to 20. Mega Man 7's really expensive. I don't know if it's rare or if it's just that like no one wants it except collectors, so it's held its value really well. But Mega Man 7, the cart on the SNES, is like $170. It's really bizarre to me. I want to own all of the Mega Man games on their original carts, but we'll see how easy that is. I have 3 coming in on Saturday, and I got it for 20. And like 1 through 3 or 1 through 4-ish are gonna be easy, but they like go up in value the later it gets, which is weird because you would think that like, okay, the later it gets, the more copies they'll be printing because they'll like know the sales figures beforehand or have sales predictions beforehand. But like the later ones are the more valuable and rare ones, which is interesting. I think they're just less sought after by anyone other than collectors. Like, people will want to buy the first Mega Man because it's the first Mega Man. People want to buy 2 because it's the best Mega Man, everyone says. And 3 kind of is held in the same regard as the first 2. But then once you get past that, like, the only people buying the late Mega Man games are probably going to be collectors, I suspect. That's the rationale I can think of. Unless they are just, like, actually rare. Which I can't fathom a Capcom game would be super rare. Except DuckTales 2. as evidenced by the fact that I didn't know there was a DuckTales 2 until I learned it was rare. I'm going to Fist a Met. Would not recommend. They will run at you and it will be scary. You did it. Fish! Yep. What do you call a fish with no eyes? No idea. I almost hit the spikes there. Well, I did. It was the invincibility frames that saved me, I think. Again, gonna use all the Fire Blast. This section feels very Mario-esque, at least compared to other Mega Man games. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Because Mega Man's always had you, you know, dodge things that just jump out of the water at you unexpectedly. Like, that's normal. I think it's just the springs. Like, oh, you hold the button and it makes you jump higher. I think it's a very Mario, Donkey Kong Country type of thing. Okay, that's what killed me last time. It's really thrown a lot at me. This is a difficult stage, which I'm glad about because the stages up to this point have felt pretty simple. I just didn't, not that they're bad or badly designed, I just haven't had as much trouble with them. Okay, so Plant Man. Let's go for Blizzard first. I'm going to grow hair on my shoulders. Like, you are going to will that to happen, or you've just resigned yourself to it. Did they really just, like, do Woodman again, but less difficult? He's just got Woodman's power. And it's definitely Blizzard. That's his weakness. Cool. Okay, that was easy. God commands it. Who? Who's God? God. You get Plant B. Barrier, I assume, and Rush Jet. Which is probably gonna act different for whatever reason because it's an adapter. Okay, so Plant Man's down. I need to find out who's weak to Plant Man's ability and Wind Man's ability. Who? God. Figured it out. Okay, let me pull my notes up. Okay, so. Oh yeah, okay, so the two weaknesses I accidentally spoiled for myself were Blizzard's weak to Flame. I don't really feel bad that I spoiled that for myself. I would have been able to figure it out. And Tomahawk is weak to Plant, so we have at least a start here on this selection of people. Tomahawk Man, Master of Tomahawk. Is this supposed to be like America? Is that what? Is this like an American desert? And this is supposed to represent like Native American culture? That is absolutely the Wild West, yeah. Remember, this is a Japanese game, yes. Yes, not an American game. Very important. I did start this stage, I do remember that. And when I started it, I just didn't ever, not that I spent a lot of time here, mind you, but I just didn't like stare at the aesthetics and think, oh wait, yeah, this is supposed to represent a culture. That is the American Wild West. I also remember really liking the sun in the background. Oh, Jet is completely different. Okay, where does this bring me? Because this is a place I wouldn't have been able to get to otherwise. Okay, it's not one of those collectibles that I was freaking out about. That was just a shortcut that gave me things. Okay, I'll take that. Okay. Look, it's all the Mets you can fist. Every Met you could ever want. I destroyed the dispenser. No more Mets. I'd make a sports joke if I had the knowledge to. This is a fork in the road. That looks punchable. Can I punch that? Because I'm really scared to. Am I able to punch that from here? Very stupid decision, but I did it anyway. Punch me in the face. I will. Okay, this time I'll take the real road. Listen, it works out. Like, listen, that sun in the distance, very pretty for an NES game. And you would not have seen that in, the first Mega Man, by any stretch. Say what you will about the fact that the Mega Man series, like, stayed on the NES until after its death. But, it meant they really learned what they could do with the hardware. Oh, I'm gonna take the other side this time. Can I take the other side? This looks like something I can try and get through with Jet, but I did. Cool. That actually wasn't too terrible. I'm in. I'm mainly just trying to figure out, like, when I will get one of those 4 collectibles that I think is coming up. What is that? Oh, it's a flipping thing. Wait, this is the boss? Wait, what would the other thing have led me to then? Are there 2 different, like, rooms you can face him in? Does this stage have 2 exits? Or would I have had to come back down because I would have just reached a bonus up there? Well, he's weak to plant, so. Well, that didn't last long, now did it? E-tank, E-tank, E-tank. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is just two different exits because I did go all the way through this level and I fought Tomahawk Man. Did not beat him, but I did fight him. just Mega Buster only. And I took the other way. I don't remember any secrets there. It is interesting that it is 2 exits, because that's not usually a Mega Man thing. You got Silver Tomahawk and Beat B parts. Okay, interesting. B. Did that have to do with, like, just beating that stage in particular, or is there... So the 4 things are B-E-A-T. Hold on. Let me just make sure whether or not this is a secret. Or if this just happens naturally. Because I know beat was a secret in 5. Okay, yeah, there are secret exits. Specifically for the Robot Masters I have left. I just happened to... Okay, interesting. There's also a secret in Tomahawk Man stage. You have to beat Tomahawk Man stage both ways. Okay, this definitely added a lot more explory things. I guess we're jumping back into Tomahawk Man stage? I'm glad I looked that up because I wouldn't have known. I saw vague bits of the solution. I think it was basically just go the other way though. So we're going through the stage again. Which is it night now? Do the stages change appearance when you beat the Robot Master? Am I wrong? This was not day the first time, right? I'm not crazy. Pretty sure those cacti I saw were a different color. And I'm pretty sure the rock was a different color. It was orange. It was a sunset. Yeah. Yeah. So it actually changed aesthetic. Cool. That's something I didn't think would... This is actually having a lot of things that I thought were introduced in the X series, like just little attention to little bits of attention to detail. Like in the X series, levels would look different. I think in Mega Man X, the first one at least. I don't know if this continued throughout the series, but levels could look different based on what Robot Masters you had beaten up to that point. Oh yeah, this is very different. Okay, cool. I like that. I wonder if that's true of all the levels, or if it's just this one because you kind of have to go through it twice. What did I have? So like in Mega Man X, I'm pretty sure this is a thing. Storm Eagle is aboard an airship or a plane, and you have to take him down there. And I'm pretty sure the destruction of that plane affects like the layout of other stages. I'm excited to play X once we get to that. 4 more games after this one. No, I gotta play 11. Gotta play 11. Nope, that's the way out. Can't do that. There's something I have to do here. And I'm pretty sure it's punch that. But I don't know how to punch that. Because there are spikes. What if I had nuts? That'd be wild. Okay, you have to do it like hanging off the ladder awkwardly. Proto Man? Proto Man. What did you give me? What is this thing? I think the tab I just had told me what it was. The energy equalizer. Next time you pick up a weapon energy capsule, it will be used for the weapon lowest on energy. If you're not, like, actively trying to use it to refill power. Oh, so that's useful. Might even be overpowered. Overpowered. Wow, shut up. There's no use killing myself for a game over because I have more lives than I would get otherwise. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like beat Tomahawk Man again. We haven't had enough replaying of levels this run. We're at the hour mark and I've beaten half the Robot Masters. Over half the Robot Masters. So starting here is when he's openly an ally of Mega Shit. Mega Shit. I think so. Which would make sense after being framed for being the big bad boy. It's about time. I know that by the time of 9, which like 3 games down the line, but I know that by the time of 9, he, you can play as him, and you're fighting all the same people, so I think the implication there is supposed to be that they're, like, fighting together. I don't think they're intended to be separate stories. Or Proto Man stories, just not canon, which would be fair. You can also play as Bass in Mega Man 10, and I don't know if that would be... That's probably not considered canon. Granted, I don't know much about Bass at all. Oh, you don't even fight the boss. You can't fight the boss again. Interesting, okay. So I got the B. So Tomahawk could be effective against Yamato or Knight or Centaur. Bass? Based on what? It's B-A-S-S. It's a music thing. I guess we haven't talked a lot about their names. Mega Man's canonical name is Rock. His sister's name is Roll. Proto Man's name is Blues. I'm gonna go for Yamato Man. Just to see. This will have 2 exits, but I won't know which one is, like, real. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't want to know which one is real. Jake is sending me a lot of things. And it showed up on all 3 of my devices that I use for streaming. What the fuck is a Bass? Black Mega Man. Basically, he, yeah, Wily builds his own Mega Man, basically. And he shows up in 7. It's sort of how, like, the Sonic series, okay? So, Knuckles is made specifically as, like, the arch rival to Sonic. But then, by the end of his story, he's allied with Sonic. So Sonic no longer has, like, an equal rival. So they make Shadow. It's basically Proto Man is Knuckles, Bass is the Shadow to Mega Man Sonic. Like one of those characters that it didn't really need to exist. I have a feeling, I think I have a feeling I know Tomahawk's strength. Okay, we'll see if it's this one. Well, I know that the last secret exit required, no, the last secret exit required Jet. It was the special power that required power adapter. It was the energy equalizer that required the power adapter. So that split happened, like, instantly. So I will be doing basically 2 completely different levels. This is, difficult. That was I think, the easiest mini-boss in the series so far. Am I going for Nightman or Yamato Man? I mean, Nightman, I'm thinking Europe. So, I don't know. Maybe they tried to go for some connection there and Europe is weak to the Native American power. Because Tomahawk was weak to plant, right? Okay, I think this is where the two paths converge. Download failed, network error. Great. Great. I love that. Okay, there are two ways here. I could take jet up there, or I could do regular. The other one's more secrety. And if I have to play it twice, like, whatever. This is basically two different levels, which is actually pretty neat. Jake is sending me more things. Sorry, Jake, I can't respond. That one took a bit. Yeah, I need to I need to enable Do Not Disturb before streams. Oh, okay, that didn't kill me, that just brought me down. I also don't like that I instinctively hit L. Okay, well, here's an exit. Could it have to do with the fact that I'm trying to download the ISO on a computer while watching a stream on iPad and while my parents are streaming Netflix and while my sister might be streaming her own thing? Nah, no way. Not possible. I never found what was weak to Windman, I don't think, so I actually do have two things to try here. Okay, it's not wind. Let's try Silver Tomahawk. It's that. That's what it is. I have had luck this run, like lots of luck. No! Why are you downloading ISIS? This is fine. I don't know why I was trying to figure out where you got the ISIS joke, and then I just read this is fine again. No, it's ISO, that's the joke. But I want to meet him. You want to meet him. Okay. So, was this your feeling, Thomas? What were you thinking Tomahawk would be strong against? Oh, I was wrong? Okay, cool. Good! I, am not using E-tanks where I should. That'd be Centaur Man because Native American ride horse Centaur. Okay, that would make, yeah, that makes some sense. Whoa, whoa. I feel like Centaur's probably weak to Knight. Because, I don't know, Knight kill mythical creature. That's what I got there. Dragon Man. Okay, cool. Why did that one go so much better? Barely lost over half my health. I have not lost a Robot Master fight yet. Like, I haven't had to retreat and come back with a different power yet. Like, even the one that I didn't have the weakness to, which was, was it Wind? Pretty sure. I was able to beat him easily with my, robot, with my Mega Buster. My Robot Buster. So that was the wrong exit. Oh, it doesn't fill it with your it like tells you, hey, there's something here and you should come back. Okay, I appreciate that a lot. Because like the others fill with Mega Man's face. So we're going back in. We're gonna take the other exit. I think it's the ladders that were probably the difference. And yeah, regardless, like there's a path in the there's like a path in the beginning, and then you can choose to change paths, like halfway through the level. So I'm basically gonna do that. So take this path, which actually gives me a better bonus, I suppose. Give me Jet. I guess Coil's not necessary in this game just because of how Jet works. Jet is completely different. I like it. It's not... I don't think it returns in this form. At least not in 9 and 10. Nine and 10 said, we are not emulating 6. We are emulating 2 and 3. Okay, well. I don't dislike the collectibles or the secret exits. I do think I might disagree with the addition of incentives to replay levels, because there were already incentives to replay levels if you were trying to figure out the order on your own. Like, you already had to replay levels for that. Also, these fucking walkers again! Yeah, this is where it converges. Then there's a short stretch of level that's the same. Very short stretch of level. I took the top path earlier. So the correct path is the one where you do not use one of the bonus adapters. How many E-tanks do I have? I don't know if I have any. That is a thing I have the ability to check right now, and yet I shan't. Hold on, this is where I fell from above earlier. Wait, did I get this wrong? I forgot that I fell from above. There was another path that I could have taken. This is the same path. This is not going to get me the thing. So I need to take the top path and then make sure not to fall down. I hadn't considered that. I fell to the bottom path from the top. Well, I might as well go in and teleport out because there's no Robot Master here. Ah! You did it, Mega Man. Again. Hey, I don't know what a Yamato is. Master of Spear. Maybe Knight is weak to that because, I don't know, something about jousting. That sounds right to me. Centaur feels like it's probably gonna be last. Go from Yamato to Knight to Centaur. Of course, there's still something that's weak to wind that I haven't discovered. I suppose that could have been... That was probably Flame. Flame was weak to wind. So I'm not going to use wind. So take the top path again. I'm having to replay this 3 times. Or replay it twice. Play it 3 times. That's how that word works. None of those hurt me. All of those should have hurt me, it looked like. That gave me a lot less trouble than the first time. Okay, after I get through this level, I'm gonna take my break. Just a quick stretch, like you do. No. That is a bear. Yamato is the dynastic name of the Japanese monarchy. Oh. Okay, I had a feeling it was Japanese. It was pretty obvious, but didn't know what that meant. Jet, that's what I need. Okay, this time don't fall into a hole, because that matters a lot. There's probably a power that's effective against these boys. I was gonna say, because they're definitely annoying to kill. That was fine. That wasn't bad at all. Oh yeah, it wasn't even a hard thing. I just didn't bother to use Jet. Yep, different way. Will it make me fight him from this angle since it's a different angle? No, because I made it to him from the opposite side last on Tomahawk Man stage. Cool. Never mind. It makes you fight him both sides. Maybe maybe the secret exit like takes priority. If you beat him from the secret exit, then I don't know. Anyway, what was he weak to? Tomahawk. I'm not stupid, right? I only had to fight Tomahawk Man once. I'm not misremembering something entirely that happened like 4 seconds ago. It's a little more than 4 seconds ago. 4 seconds ago, I fought Yamato Man the first time. Anyway, he's down. Which tells me, yes, that's the secret. So that'd be like having a Robot Master with a crown and it being Windsor Man. Yeah. Yeah. Yamato Spear and beat E parts. Cool. I already had the spear, but it's fine. Okay, so B, E. I'm gonna go for Nightman next. Lest it spell beta on screen. So, give me a second to transition to the intermission. I'm going to go ahead and take my break. I will be back in a couple minutes, like 3 or so. Gonna have me a protein bar, gonna have me a stretch, and I will be back. See you in a second. We are back. Welcome back. We're gonna go for Nightman next. I'm very surprised that, this has gone by so fast. At this point in Mega Man 5, we were, not even halfway through the Robot Masters? No, first hour I had beaten like 2 Robot Masters. And the second hour I spent beating the next 6. Let's hope that's not reversed, because I'm realizing I have beaten 6 and have 2 left. So we're gonna hop into Nightman. Hope he's weak to Yamato's spear. Or Centaur could be weak to spear. I'm thinking throw a spear for hunting. It's a horse, I don't know. Do you hunt horses? BRB gonna take dog out. Okay, see you in a bit. Capital of Science. Nightman, Master of Maceball. Well, this is definitely England. Can already tell from that castle there. I really don't see the need for the giant, transition cutscene. I don't dislike it, and like, you can skip it easily, but just a couple extra seconds that you don't have to deal with the other things. That is a barrel. Okay. So yeah, with 5, oh no, okay. With 5, I think overall it was probably easier than the first 4, 5 was. But there was definitely no part during it that I felt, oh, this is too easy. I'm not sure if I should feel that with 6 or not. I feel like a lot of me feeling it's easy is more so because I just happened to be lucky with all the Robot Master weaknesses. Like, I haven't had to replay any levels beyond, exploration purposes. Dear God, that's hard. Talking about difficulty. But up to this point, it's definitely felt way easier than the others. Nothing in the level design has given me a ton of grief, except for this little crusher bit, like just up ahead. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, cool. Guess I just should wait for it to jump up and then fall on it anyway. There are 2 different kinds of spikes. Do you see that? 2 different spike sprites. Spikes. It's probably a word I don't know the meaning of. And it's always frightening to say words I don't know the meaning of. Can't even get past the 3rd screen of this one. Okay, I'm through. God almighty. That one's a little rough to get out of without taking damage. But it's better than, you know, dying. I feel like that can be objectively said. How do you damage the... Oh, this is one of those. Okay, so it lifts its shield to shoot ahead. When it's down, it can still shoot up. Interesting. Okay, I'm thinking I can damage it, and I absolutely cannot. It's not broken looking, but it's different looking, so I'm gonna see if I can punch this. I can't. Let me up. This stage has ramped up the difficulty a tad, am I wrong? I didn't do my neck stretches because my neck hurt too much to stretch. I don't think it's from the positioning of my neck. It didn't feel like one of those kinds of pain. Alright, where's the checkpoint? Or was that a game over? That wasn't a game over, but there was a check. It was right where I died. You know what? I'll take that. Dodging the attacks is easy. It's hitting him on his teensy head that's difficult. Oh wait, you just shoot the thing to make the head come out. I hadn't realized that. I thought it was a timed thing. Thank you for the life. How much did I need it? Let's see. I did need it. Next death was gonna game over me. I'm gonna have to go through this opening portion multiple times, I'm realizing. Well, assuming I don't get the secret exit first try. If I do, I'll check if there are any other secrets. I don't think so. I already got the energy equalizer. But yeah, we'll see. What are you? Weird. Is that a graduation cap on him? What was that? I like the jet adapter a lot. I find it interesting that they made the, oh my! Jet might be helpful here for some, precision that I wouldn't be afforded otherwise. Yeah, no, Jet made that way simpler. Okay, I have two options here. Either go forward or punch my way down. I'm gonna punch my way down. That's almost certainly the secret. That's the boss door. This is the secret exit. There's another boss door. What was I saying? I find it interesting that they made the rush abilities unlimited, when previously they've been just treated like normal weapons. Well, let's find out if I chose the right ability for this. What was it? Yamato Spear? Spear versus Mace. That seems like it follows for me. Close range versus long range. It makes some logical sense. Yep, I guessed every weakness correctly except one? I'm impressed with myself, honestly. These, I think for the most part they made some pretty logical sense. I can't figure out wind versus tomahawk. No, it was plant versus tomahawk, right? Wind versus flame. That one makes sense. Wind versus flame makes sense. Blizzard versus plant makes sense. And then spear versus mace. So Yamato versus knight. That makes sense. These actually aren't completely insane. I think 4 out of the 6, 4 probably makes the least sense in terms of its weaknesses. Well, no, maybe 3. I don't know. Let's go for Center Man. I called him Center Man. Also, I got the secret exit. There was an A. Centaur Man. Ability unknown. What is it? What is going on here? Is this Grease? Absolutely Greece. I guess I don't know Greek architecture. That kind of... Yeah, that's Greek architecture. Are those pelicans? Helicopters. That's definitely what they're called. I need this E-tank. I'm at the last Robot Master and I still haven't, like, grasped that, Still haven't grasped that I need to hit A for the E-tank. This is just a worse leaf shield, which means it's the same as Skullman's ability. Been a while since I streamed Mega Man 4, but Skullman's ability was literally just form a shield around you. Woodman's ability was form a shield around you and then you could throw it. I just jumped right into it. Welcome to the Philip DeFranco show. Let's just jump into it. That's 2 Philip DeFranco jokes I've made today. Welcome to the Philip DeFranco joke. I don't like that I've made 2 Philip DeFranco jokes today. Greece 600 BC. I am the most advanced civilization in all of Earth. Greece now. Yep, I predicted that one. Debt. Debt. There we go. I died on the first hard jump of this. Brute force all the way. Oh, those die in one hit. Is this different colored water? No, it is upside down water. That water is defying gravity. Like water in Greece does. Fuck. Do I have an E-tank? No! I might get a game over here. I liked that jumping puzzle. I didn't like that death. Having to like... while the water's moving, you have to like take advantage of it to have an unlimited jump. That was interesting. I liked that. I get to do it again! Among other things. Mostly the other things. It's like the game heard me start saying, yeah, this has been pretty easy so far. And then Nightman and Centaur Man came along and said, no. Yeah, I do. Yep, okay. Honestly, yeah, just spamming plant barrier here would work, because it's mostly, there's not much like directly in your way, it's just stuff being dropped on you. You stole my meme. What? He's a thief. I'm sorry, he just does that sometimes. I almost did it again. Okay. Think we're about to be in fun gravity land. Surprised I didn't get hit there. I don't think I have any E-tanks. Nope. Now we have upside down water. And the jumpster. No! Okay, yeah. That wasn't quite correct. No! Keep doing that by accident. I'm sorry. The water also lets the enemy do the cool jump. That was very close. The water's gone now. Okay, this isn't quite the split yet. Oh, it's these guys again. Except this one can't... Does it have to be a charge shot? It does. See, I didn't notice that. I just happened to only shoot it with charge shots in Flame Man stage. Hey, it came full circle. Though truly coming full circle would have been to take on Windman last. Who I guess is weak to Centaur Man's weapon. Which is like the one that I can't actually puzzle out. Well, and Plant versus Tomahawk. Tobacco was the primary industry of the colonists in America, and they were the weakness of the Europeans. It's a bit of a stretch when I think I don't know if the developers were quite thinking that one. That boy has a lot of health. Big Chungus, Bug Chungus. Okay, there's that one, which I can't jump to, which I need jet for, which means that's almost certainly the secret exit, or I could ladder down. E-tanks? Yes. Good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use it. So this should be weak to Night C. What was it called? Because that just looks like a mace to me. I hate Big Chungus. I hate him. I can't remember the last time I associated Big Chungus with the actual character Big Chungus. Big Chungus is just a phrase to me. Also, you're not even like doing a cool mace thing. You're shooting it. Which, granted, a melee weapon in Mega Man is not exactly the most wieldy thing in the world, but I don't know. I wanted to see Mega Man swing a thing. Even though it'd be terribly impractical. That was the last Robot Master. Hour and 40 minutes? I think that's pretty good for my first run through this game. Having no real idea of the boss order. I mean, I had an idea, and that idea just happened to be almost completely correct. Imagine me having this luck last time. Very surprised. Anyway, it's time for Mr. X. We're gonna go defeat... I don't know, what's the analog for Mr. X? I mean, like, the modern analog would be, like, Elon Musk. Big eccentric tech billionaire. But at the time, they were probably thinking more of, like, a Steve Jobs figure. I don't know. Mr. X. That's the X Castle, or probably the X Corporation HQ or something. Okay, we got 4 levels here. We got our big tech utopia. Is that what the aesthetic here is gonna be? Because that's kind of neat. If otherwise, even though otherwise it just looks like other Wily castles. Ugh. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. It wants me to jet up there onto that platform and then just shoot him normally. Elong Chung. Chung. Cho Chang. Yeah, this stage is just gonna be, hey, you have all the adapters. Use them 1 billion times. Oh, it wants me to use power here. This is a rough one, but I do see what it wants me to flip that second platform over. And then use it to do a punch. Cam, please add Chungus and Chung to blocked terms. Wait, fuck, mods bypass that shit. That they do. Also, do you have the ability to add to blocked terms? I'm pretty sure you do. I'm gonna rewind. That's my first actual rewind this run. I just don't want to, like, waste time falling a bunch of times. How am I supposed to reach that? Like, fairly? That's very frightening. And I'm useful. So Thomas, did you find any wacky, weird justifications for the weaknesses this time? Oh, I have beat. Does it want me to just use beat? It wants me to just use beat. I didn't want jet. Well, either works. Beat is optional. Also, that boss I had a really hard time with, the final one in 5, I'm pretty sure you were just supposed to use beat. Like, if you did all the optional things, then it's a piece of cake because beat just flies around and hits him where you can't. While, it's hard if you didn't do the optional things. God. How do I do this? I think it just wants me to flip it over at all and then come back. I can punch those to death. That's neat. Oh, I didn't get a chance to look them up. I mean, I guess you didn't need to. I want the secret. I think now I'm supposed to just like jump to it. No. There we go. I got it. What's in here? Better be worth it. It's not going to be. Yeah, see that? No, I like how it took like 4 levels after getting the equalizer for it to actually like be useful in any way. Can I punch those? I can. I don't know if there's any point. Why am I letting myself just get wailed on? That's not what I expected Storm to do. That just took him away. There they go. Oh! Is that supposed to be my reward for all that? That was also a shortcut through the rest of the level. And that was more than 2 lives. I am at 4 now. I was at 0. Okay. Alright. I'll take that. Haven't used any restore points yet. But we're about to get to the hard bosses, so we're doing it now. This is gonna be fun. Oh my. Tomahawk. Tomahawk goes into the sky. Tomahawk doesn't hurt it. Hurt it. Couldn't even try wave. The hell is that gonna be weak to? We'll try the spear. We're just gonna cycle through all of them. Spear jumps off. Blizzard. Blizzard hurts it. It's not weak to it, but it hurts it. What is... Okay, that didn't do anything. What? C flash. Centaur flash. What is that based on that centaurs actually do? Okay. It's plant. Which sucks, because you have to get hurt to use plant, basically. And I'm out. Well, we'll give this the rest of the lives just to see if this works out. It's not gonna work out. These are very fast moving. It'd be one thing if I could slide under them. I cannot slide under them. Okay, looking them up now. The weaknesses? Neat. Might head off to bed soon, didn't get much sleep last night. What happens when you go to bed at 6? Yeah, okay. In that case, I mean, once you do, then good night, I guess. Not now, though. Yeah. Flame Man weak to wind because wind blow out fire. Yeah, that one made sense. Blizzard Man weak to flame for obvious reasons. It's okay, I do it to myself. Plant Link weak to blizzard because cold kill plants. Yeah, this one, like, for the most part, made pretty logical sense, I think. Why'd that bounce off? Peace, war, I guess. That's peace greater than war, I guess. That's all I got. Yeah, I don't... That's the one. Tomahawk weak to plant. Centaur weak to wind. Those are the weird ones to me. Okay, that's one down. Cool. Okay, I did that without the weakness. Cool. I expected to have to load the restore point and use plant because that would have been easy. Nightman's... Wait. Yamato's weak to Tomahawk because Yamato is lightweight and agile, so heavy weaponry game ends him. Nightman is the opposite. Slow, strong fighter, weak to quick Yamato. Yeah. Spear versus mace made a lot of sense to me. This one's space themed? Okay. It's a bit of a jump. I guess that all probably went to plant. Okay. That spike jump was nerve-wracking. I knew that would fall. Because it never tried to stand. Centaur weak tonight says it's because horse wouldn't survive getting crushed by mace, but it's probably more likely night ride horse. Yeah. Or my thought was just like fictional knights slay mythical beasts often, and like that made sense to me. Wind weak to Centaur, again, flash photography, not good for ancient Chinese statues, which I don't think Windman is one, but whatever. That's a little bizarre, but okay. Lot better logic than the last one. You mean the last game? Yeah, I agree. Definitely. I mean, the fact that I was able to guess it, like, on my own pretty simply speaks to the fact that it mostly made sense. That's plant. I don't need plant. I don't need plant! Maybe I needed plant. Oh my! Well, that's a game over. Well, it refills all my things. Not complaining too much. Well, those are pointless. There's a gnat in front of me. It's fine. Like, what was Wave Man weak to? Charge kick. Like, what do trains and waves have in common? This one, like, had a pretty nice blend of the weapon itself working well from a strategic standpoint and it just making logical sense thematically for the most part. Hey Raymond, how you doing? We are 2 hours in and we are at the second level of the X Castle. This one has gone a lot faster than 5 did. I guessed the boss order pretty much correctly. I think I got one wrong. And even, I didn't guess Windman's weakness correctly. And even then I was able to just beat him with my Mega Buster. But otherwise, I guessed the order correct. So, the beginning of the game was very fast. Which I am definitely happy about. No! This one's difficult, though. This one's difficult. Ooh. Yeah, just jump through them. Doesn't matter. Why are these skullboys giving me so much trouble? I mean, they chase after you fast. And how many hits do they take? 2. Okay. Yeah, that one you can take off from a distance pretty easily. This one will just chase me down to the ends of the earth. Okay, I just need to take it slower than I did last time. There we go. Okay, now I'm through. How close am I to the boss, I wonder? Raymond, I'm curious, what are your thoughts on this one as a game? Like with the changes it made? I'm mainly thinking Rush. Rush is very different. I don't dislike it, it's just different. Do I have E-tanks? No. So I got 1 chance against this one. Or 2 chances against this one. Okay, I'm thinking spear. Assuming I can ever hit it with spear. Okay. Might be tomahawk. Tomahawk, like, angles upward. And that one seemed to not have a fun time being hit. That was not a sentence. Okay, it takes damage from it. I don't think it's the weakness. Is it? It is. It is. Okay, I'm glad I figured that one out, because this one makes logical sense from a pattern standpoint. He's down. Cool. That wasn't bad. I got bagels. Yes. Okay. That's 2 of the 4 down. Right? Yeah. Then we go kill the billionaire who has been bankrolling Dr. Wily. Can I use Wave Storm on that? I know you can punch it to death. I guess I don't need to punch it to death. I can just fly in there and then punch it to death on my way out. I was thinking, how do I get into that? I'm not gonna bother. Well, there's something. Gonna ignore it. Okay, I don't have the choice to ignore it, but it was a good trade-off. That was worth it. Bagels from where? He created them with his touch. I'm just gonna have Beat take the helm on that one. Yeah. Beat is more helpful than I gave him credit for in 5. Mainly because I'm pretty sure all of my troubles with the final boss would have been solved with Beat. Okay, these are weird platforms. Yeah, that's about what I expected. I just wasn't sure how the physics were gonna handle. But you, like, don't really need to deal with those all that much if you just depend on Jet. Yeah, just run through it. I don't care. Really expecting to have to depend on Jet. No, now I am at the end here. I ground bones into bagel dough and bake. I see. Whose bones? I'm curious about that one myself. I'm almost in the clear. God, okay, I'm gonna use that E-Tank. I did not mean to do that! Jake had some laying around. Don't know who they belong to. God almighty. Hey, Thomas, and to answer your question, I think Mega Man 6 is just okay. The NES Mega Man's after 3 and as well as 8 just kind of exist, and that's about it. I will say, though, that 6 is better than 5 because the Robot Master powers are actually kind of useful. That's fair, and I think that's about how most people view them. I really liked it, but I also have just been on big Mega Man kick, and I have trouble comparing them a lot of the time. That was an E-Tank, just dropped from a box. I do think it's better than 5, for the most part, mainly... Not because of the Robot Master powers, but because the boss progression makes a lot more logical sense to me. I was able to puzzle it out pretty simply. And sorry, I keep saying that. I'm very proud that I didn't look up the weaknesses and was able to figure them all out. Cause 5 was a really long stream because I had no clue on most of them. I am liking it, and I'm liking the little ways that it's mixed up the formula, because there's secret exits, and that's how you unlock Beat. Like, that's neat. Secret exits are completely new to Mega Man, at this point in the series, as far as I'm aware, and, the changes to Rush are, like, you know, they're different. Like they did, a lot of people like say that the ones after 3, like don't do enough to mix up the formula, but I think this one does a decent bit. I also give myself a lot of time between like experiencing Mega Man games for the first time, so like I'll probably like all of them a lot more than I should on my first run through, just because it'll be like so long since the last time I experienced a new Mega Man to me. Because like I played through the first 3 a long time ago, and then I played 4 a long time after that, and then this is my first time through 5 and 6, of course. Okay, what in God's name are you? Not Spear. Blizzard. It is Blizzard. I'm surprised I've been able to guess these so quickly too. Like this, for the most part, isn't based on any logic. Like nothing led me to try Blizzard next. I just did. And I just happened to be right. I'm just lucky tonight. That's really it. I'm not smart tonight, I'm lucky. Except on the last boss. Last boss I was like, okay, Tomahawk arcs up, and it's hard to get it otherwise, so that's the weakness. I also like am having a soft spot for these two because I think this is the first time I've played a Mega Man like fully blind. Almost fully. Like I'd played a couple of the levels before, but to the point where like I'm legitimately figuring out pretty much all of this myself. Instead of looking up weaknesses, I'm learning boss patterns on my own. 1, 2, and 3, I had guides in front of me when I went through them. And it kind of makes me sad that I'll never be able to, like, experience 1, 2, and 3 without prior knowledge of the weaknesses. Is that supposed to be useful, punching those? This one is. It is a little on the easy side, though. I am gonna give that criticism. That a lot of people say that the later ones are pretty easy, and this one has been, I think, easily the easiest overall. Whenever you stream Mega Man 8, will you be going in blind? I will. I don't know when that'll be, but like I've said, that'll be like between. Then I'll do 7 and then probably 8, assuming like they don't take long. Do the games get longer as the series progresses? Like, will I be able to do a similar situation where I do 5 in one evening and then 6 in one evening, or will I need like 2 evenings for each? What do you think? But yeah, I'll be going into all of the future ones blind. So after 6, I'll be doing the next game that I still haven't fully decided. It's gonna be totally like whim tomorrow evening, or no, Thursday evening. I get an extra day figuring out the next long-term game. But after that, I'll be doing 7 and 8 as the break, or just 7. I don't know. Okay, I can go right here, but I can also... Wait, no, it won't let me go left. I'm gonna rewind that just because I didn't expect that. Yeah, I know bits and pieces of 8. I've played through the intro stage. I know it's got bad voice acting and bad cutscenes. I don't know anything of the actual plot. Something about evil energy, I think. These seems to be energy resources. Eager to see your reaction to the voice acting in 8. It is glorious. I know the Dr. Wowie scene. That is all I know. I'm excited for that. Yeah, I need that E-Tank. I have a lot of E-Tanks. When did I get this many E-Tanks? I will also say, this one is not doing a very good job of making the X Castle here feel like the end. It doesn't feel hard enough or climactic enough to like actually lead you to believe that, oh my god, to actually lead you to believe that you're almost done. Oh, is Mega Man 8 the one with Dr. Wowie? Yup. Only one that could handle real cutscenes, I'm pretty sure, just because PS1. Wonderful. Light sounds like Elmer Fudd in that game. I cannot believe it. Bits and pieces, more like ticks and leeches. Thank you. No! Okay. I don't think I'm using Jet enough. Does it want me to use Jet all the way through all of this? I will also say Jet kind of noticeably makes the game easier. I've mainly only been using it in places where I've explicitly needed it, but I can definitely see someone like saying that it makes the platforming cheap. It does kind of turn the, give an easy mode to the platforming. I wonder if they were specifically like, okay, we're trying to, oh my god. Well, that's game over, time to redo that. I wonder if they specifically like set out to make it easier because of like complaints that certain sections were unfair, or just because they wanted to appeal better to children. I don't know. You did it. You got him. Thomas, how's it feel to eat die for once? How's it feel to taste the wrath of God? Cam God 3001. I guess since I've died here and gotten a game over, the E-Tank respawns? Yes. Good. Oh yeah, and you don't lose your earlier E-Tanks from game over like you did in the earlier games, so I suppose you could technically just die over and over and over to get infinite E-Tanks if you really wanted. No! Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I will say the Robot Master powers have been, like, pretty satisfying to use in this one. I need that health, but I also have an easy outlet to health. I know that after this one, or at least for 7 and 8, not for 9 and 10, for 7 and 8, they split the Robot Masters into 2 groups. You fight 4, and then you move on to the next 4. And I'm not optimistic about that. That sounds really dumb to me, and that's gonna kind of make the whole figuring out the weaknesses process like needlessly simple. I'm not super excited for that. Materially, it won't make much of a difference. It just feels like they were like, okay, we gotta make this super simple. Mega Man 8 will, maybe like they just wanted Mega Man 8 to take the place of the classic series and turn the classic series into like the kids version. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm sure I won't have like totally negative opinions on the future ones. But I won't be surprised if I'm like, that was fine. It was good because it was Mega Man, but nothing like made it special within the series. Something like that. I don't know. But this one I'm appreciating a lot more than I expected to. My neck. Did I make it to this boss? I don't think I did. I'm gonna get a couple chances at this, but here goes the save state. The fuck is Cambot's problem with me? What? 1 in 3 is not the— Hi, Mr. X! There he is. I thought this was the 3rd level. Am I wrong? Have I beaten the 3rd boss? If it has a weakness, I don't need it. This is the boss? We getting another one? My scheme for world domination has failed, but I still have enough power to destroy you. Hi! Let the final battle begin. They didn't even like try to make that a twist. They were just like, he took the wig off and was like, yeah, you figured it out, I don't give a shit. I don't even care. Surprise. No one could have seen this coming. They really... I expected more than that. 5 like made a thing out of it. Oh my god, it's Wily? So, fun fact, the Archie comics. This is the thing I wanted to talk about earlier that I was like, I'm gonna wait. In the Archie comics, Mr. X is a different person. They never got a chance to fully adapt any of the games past 3, but they had plans for the future ones, and the last issue is basically like a flash forward to all the things they wish they could have adapted but weren't able to. So the series is on indefinite hiatus now. But so their plan was that Mr. X, this actual like tech billionaire who was there was some other character who got involved in some time travel things, and so it's like the future form of them or something, because, you know, comic books. But the Mr. X twist like actually meant something, because it was the result of Wily like taking out the actual Mr. X and assuming his identity. So whenever this mysterious Mr. X shows up, it's like a character that you actually know from reading the comic, which I think is interesting. I do like how the comics tried to apply some actual importance and gravitas to some of the plot twists, because otherwise it's just, wow, look, Wily's got a beard this time. He really thinks we'll miss that? He really thinks that— okay, I didn't get that. Damn it. I heard the notes of the Wily 2, of the Mega Man 2 Wily Castle theme. This is like almost a remixed— what? Fuck. This is almost a remixed Wily 2 song? Okay. Super Mario in real life. Spaghetti. Failed. No, it's spaghetti! Super Mario in real life. Sus. Holy fuck, Mario is the jumpster. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, I can't argue with that one. I also like how Wily's like, my plans for global domination have failed, but I can still kill you. Like, this whole portion is literally just about vengeance. I like his, I like how once the disguise is gone, he's like, well, they won't let me rule anything now that they know it's me. Or something, I don't know. The jumpster jumps on the UN World Assembly. Okay, Donnie. Yeah, I needed that. Desperately. This is where I died the first time. Oh my god. The jumpster says no more countries. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ugh. Hi, Sniper. What was the point of that one? George Bush is the jumpster. Hee hee ha ha, gonna invade Iraq and commit a war crime. Fellas, I think you are both. What? I think you are both. That's a complete lack of checkpoint, isn't it? I think you're both missing that Donnie said yesterday that he's apolitical. Cam, you're not doing the voice. Gonna invade Iraq and commit a war crime. The next game, Wiley should put on glasses. It would make for the perfect disguise. Fucking Clark Kent treatment. So yeah, in the Archie comics, Mr. X is a real person, and the X Corporation is like an established thing that has existed for a long time. So, and like making a robot tournament is something they would do because their whole MO is like bankrolling inventors to make robots. The thing they do for the world tournament in this game. So the twist, like, is still pretty obviously Wily, but it does something with the fact that, oh wait, Wily's taken over this company. This is actually big. Oh my god. And also the fact that, what was I gonna say? The fact that, that Mr. X just looks like Wily with a beard, that's pure coincidence. It just made it very easy for Wily to pretend to be Mr. X. I don't know, I haven't read the Archie comics, but I've read, like, Wikipedia articles about it, and the Mega Man series seems to be mostly way more grounded than the Sonic Archie comics, and most of the weird little, like, insane changes they made aren't that insane and make some level of sense. And are for the most part true to the comics, and where it true to the games, and where it strays from the games, it's in like things where the plot would just be excessively stupid, like 6. This portion is difficult. Oh no! Hold on, hold on. I can't fall onto that without Jet, no. I'm gonna rewind all the way to the start because I didn't realize there was a secret thing there. I want the secret thing. That's wrong. I shouldn't have rewound there. I'm sorry. Oh, really? How do I get to that? I'm not gonna bother. It's not like there are any secret items. It's not like I can unlock a beat. It's definitely just like either a shortcut or lives. I'm glad Cam's too focused on the game to read chat right now. I did see that. I didn't want to acknowledge it, but you've made me acknowledge it now, so. I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it. This is definitely a different kind of puzzle that wouldn't have been, you know, doable in the other games. Those little spiky things where you had to jet. Sorry to jet, but I'm in a hurry. That's the first time I hit A instinctively instead of just hitting start. Please be proud of me, Father. Really? Everything's full? Okay. I guess I have gotten a game over here, haven't I? That took very little damage from it. I had to use up like a quarter of my thing to kill that. Why is Sniper Joe consistently like faced away from me when I first see him? Okay, boss time. This is just the first Wily level, isn't it? That's a dragon. So, Mace? Night Slay the Dragon? Tell me they thought of that. I'm pretty sure that wasn't his weakness. That's definitely not his... Dinosaur. That is more dinosaur than dragon. That's much more dinosaur than dragon. I don't know why I thought dragon. Dinosaurs are weak to spears, right? Yes. I think it is. Cool. This is an aesthetically interesting boss. It's very easy. I guess if I have to use an E-tank, it's not very easy necessarily, but... Cock and eyeballs. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Go on. Tell me more. I like just the bone sticking out. That was mean. What was mean? You should apologize. Cock and eyeballs or killing the dinosaur? That was an easy one. These are ice physics. We already did this game. Hey Cameron, there's a thing called sliding in this game for a reason. Wouldn't have helped with that one though, so... Jesus. Okay. Ah! To who? The international community. Okay, I can punch to the right there. Come on. It wasn't punch, it was flame. But I'm dead, so... Also, I was like, oh, there's, at the very beginning, I was like, oh, there's little bits where, like, the weapons actually interact with the environment. That's cool, and then it happened once. Yep, that's how Mega Man be. Well, that was simple. Hold on. The other one actually looked harder. No, you just slide in that one. It's harder in that, like, you have to actually go through the whole thing. Actually, is this the bonus way or was the other way the bonus way? I don't really care, but... Yeah, I think the other one was the bonus way. What sound effect does that remind me of? Oh, okay. Thank you, game. Okay, we're not still sliding here, thankfully. Anything gonna jump from below? I guess not. Surprising. Is that straight up supposed to just be like a student robot? Is that a graduating cap? Because I saw glasses fly off of him. Okay, number 2 Wily boss, I think. Oh, I was really hoping it was gonna be another Guts tank. Okay, that's not its weakness. I like using it though. I like the tomahawk, the silver tomahawk. It's just fun to play. Fun to use. Fire blast. Is it fire blast? No. Am I gonna have to use both E-tanks here? No, because I figured out it was the windstorm the last minute. Okay, cool. Figured it had to be something I hadn't used yet. That's not always the case though. How many things are weak to Metal Blade? 2 more. Water moment. Invincibility frames are all that saved me there. You're a fool if you think otherwise. Yeah, those items are not worth risking yourself for. Except for that E-tank. If you can guarantee that you get it at the right... that you use the invincibility frames at the right time. Yep, it's Robot Master time. Here we go. Here we go! Who are you? Plant Man, you are weak too. Blizzard. I have 2 E-tanks, this will be fine. Will this be fine? I had an easy time with this last time. I'm glad that missed him. Real glad. Okay, time for the real one. All right, I gotta sleep. Bye, pals. Okay, bye, Donovan. Good night. Get actual rest to the best of your ability, please. Please. Now I gotta do that without his ability. Oh, no, I gotta... No, I don't. All my stuff's refilled. Not my intention. But yeah, I had forgotten that... I didn't even get the E-tank. The death would have been worth it if I got the E-tank. Okay, there we go. I didn't die there that time. I was afraid I'd have to trade 2 lives. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! That health didn't help me that much, now did it? Jesus. Okay, which one are you? Yamato Man, that was weak to Tomahawk? Pretty sure. Yeah. Gotta use that E-Tank. Immediately. Again. Okay. Not too bad. Doing alright. I'm gonna save Plant Man. He shouldn't be hard, but he was. Okay, this will be Blizzard Man, so Flame. Jesus, do I need another E-Tank? These were easy the first time through. Is that ball attack? I have a lot of trouble jumping over it. Haven't already gathered. Okay, let's hope I don't need another E-Tank because I don't have them to spare. Flame Man, weak to wind. This is the one I took down first. But I imagine he'll be easier now. Cool, yeah. Way easier. I guess we're going counterclockwise. Tomahawk Man, weak to plant. Yes. No! Well, I have to beat him on my own now. I'm just gonna jump into it because I have full health. Better chance now than anywhere else, I suppose. Well, I did well against him that one time I fought him with just the Mega Buster. Game over that fast. And I will have only one E-Tank this run. Actually didn't expect to have trouble with the Robot Master run this time. I'm gonna make a restore point once I get to the room. Not gonna make them between Robot Masters, but I will make them at the start so I don't have to go through this every time. Jesus, this part is, unforgiving. That's a word for it. Thank you. That's helpful. Can I get up there, please? Are you kidding me? There we go. I don't think I was aligned with the ladder properly. I think that's why. Let's go Tomahawk first this time. Just see what happens. I didn't make that restore point I said I was going to. Does he have longer invincibility frames? Or is it just easier to use up plant quickly because of the invincibility frames? I don't know who's here. Why don't I remember who this one is? Windman. Who's weak to Centaur? Okay, well, he's mostly down and I beat him with my Mega Buster last time anyway. Cool. Who's next? Centaur Man. Okay, so that's Mace. He disappears and freezes me, as centaurs do. Cool. Is that half of them? No, not yet. Getting close. Okay, so this is Yamato Spear. I'm getting down to basically the same level of health each time. Okay, this is Plant Man, I know that. Who's weak to, what was it again? Blizzard. I need to E-tank. He's really not that hard. Like, if you... I was gonna say, if you launch it as you jump, then you'll probably hit him, but I've missed him twice with that as a result, so I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Down he goes. I didn't need that. Do you have to use Jet to reach the other two? The top two? Okay, this is Wind. Cool. Yeah, this will be the one. I guess Jet to get up there seems necessary. Okay, Flame, which means the last one is... Is it Tomahawk? Is it Yamato Man? I think it's Yamato Man. Have you seen the Halo Memorial Day post? No. Is it bad? Do tell. Okay, yeah, Yamato Man. Which means Tomahawk time. I don't have an E-tank. Good thing I had that other life. Okay, I don't need Jet. Well, the verified Halo brand account did a Memorial Day post, and the top comment is, and I quote, "Thank you, Master Chief," spelled wrong. Good. Have not seen this.
Thank you, Master Chief.
Did Donnie say it? Okay, cool. Hey, it's Wily time. Real Wily time. It's a brand post that says, in honor of those who gave their tomorrow for our today, hashtag Memorial Day. There's a pic of Master Chief standing while some Halo starships fly behind him.
Thank you, Master Chief.
Oh, I could slide under that. Cool. How's this gonna go? Hi. God, my neck. But now I'm at the end, so like, taking my break would be kind of pointless. Hi, Eddie. Life, thanks. All right, Dr. W. It's time to do another restore point. Okay. Will this final boss take me an hour like the last one? Hi. That seems difficult. Not spear. Oh my god. I think it's mace, but that is very hard to dodge. I guess I should take the game over so all my stuff's refilled. No point in loading that restore point over and over. I mean, I got real close. Not to the second phase. The obligatory, inevitable second phase that will happen after this. Okay, no reason to stop for the thing here again. Will Eddie always drop a life, or will Eddie just drop something? I wouldn't be surprised if here specifically he was scripted to always drop a life. There we go. I like how the Met dies automatically. Hey. Okay, it might be a life every time. Not complaining. Any tank would be appreciated. Okay, was Knight just hitting him twice, or is Knight actually his weakness? I did not hit that button. I did with my leg. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's his weakness. Cool. Okay, that's down. Hello again. This one seems somewhat different. Same weakness, though. This one seems easier. Like, way easier. Okay. Interesting. This isn't his weakness, but like, it's hitting him every time. Well, now I don't have any night left. So we're... First try is the most likely to win, but... I'll just reload that restore point. Wait, what? Tomahawk, he's also weak too? Tomahawk, he's more weak too. Tomahawk, he's way more weak too. How many weaknesses does this boy have? Jeez. Wish I'd known that the first time. How about this? Still weak to it. It's just the same boss again. It's not really even a second phase of the same machine. He's down. Is that it? That can't be it. Yeah, no. Hi, what do you have for me? The same as in 4 and 5. This just became like the thing, I guess. I hide in the shadows where you can't hit me, meh. Well, I've almost used all my tomahawk as well. Okay, good. And my health is bad. Is this considered more difficult because his movements are more random? Because they do seem to be that, but he's not following you constantly. I'm gonna use beat now. Does beat not hit him? Come on, buddy. No, he doesn't, and I can't slide with beat out. So that's annoying. I will fail this attempt. Let's see what beat can do against the first phase. Jesus. Nothing. Did they decide he was overpowered after 5? Or what? This at least has a 100% chance of hitting him. I will die beforehand. Yeah, okay, we're loading that. How many lives do I have? 3, so 4 chances. I need to get good at getting to the third phase without a ton of damage. And that's gonna be hard, if you can't tell. Okay. Got 2 hits worth, I think. I mean, he takes damage from it. It's not his weakness. Jeez. The hits are probably more predictable than I think they are. That was very hard to dodge. I shouldn't have loaded that restore point. That's wrong. Didn't even have my finger on the D-pad yet. Wow. Wow. No, I'm getting... That was all because I didn't have my finger on the D-pad yet. That wasn't really in my control, so I'm going to load that. It's fine. Shh. That one, however, was my fault, explicitly. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the first phase is way harder than the second. I assume people generally agree on that. Now what? Yeah, that's nothing. Blizzard? Blizzard has a chance of hitting him. Blizzard sucks though. Night. It's not night. This is rough. This is very rough. Okay, only one hit there. Better than any other attempt, I think. Okay, yeah. Night is his secondary weakness, absolutely. Now let's see about Fire Blast. Well, that would suck to have to hit him with. Yeah, that's not it either. Does he not have one? Does he have no weakness? Jesus. One always like follows me. Comes straight at me. Which I guess means I should just literally jump straight up. And that would have been easily fixed with a slide. Okay, I'm just overcomplicating things and not even like really making much of an attempt to dodge. If I pay attention, that'll be simple enough. First hit is basically guaranteed on that, it seems. Which way are you gonna fall? Oh my god. Okay, directly down. Okay, cool. Now, what was I using? I was using Spear. I don't know if it was effective against him. I don't think it was, but we're gonna try anyway. It's not Spear. I think we've already determined this, but I might just need to use the Mega Buster. I don't know. Would someone mind telling me if he has a specific weakness and I just haven't used it? Watch as he doesn't have a weakness, but people recommend the Silver Tomahawk just because it's better at hitting him. I have one hit. I'm gonna make another restore point where I already have the power out so I don't have to keep switching. I already have the power out, like there's this storm blowing. You think it might be best to save the Tomahawk for the third phase? Really? Okay. I'm gonna, hold on, I'm gonna load that. I might use it to get rid of the first phase because the first phase eats my health up, but the second phase seems doable enough with just the Knight. Jesus, why can't I never dodge the first one? I was gonna say the others are doable, and then I didn't. Okay. Well, one hit left on me. Why is it so difficult to dodge? Why is it so hard? Well, I almost dodged that one. Really? Okay, fine. Fine. 3-hour mark, still about 2 hours shy of how long the last one went. So I'm not feeling too bad. Think I'm gonna hop off. Good night, Cam. Okay, bye, Thomas. Good night. So close, though. Ah! I just slid right into him. Genius brain over here. First time in a while that I made it through it, but there's no way I'm surviving this. Oh, that does way more damage than I thought. Tomahawk is really the weakness of all 3 phases. Why would they do that? That's just bizarre to me. Or did it just do extra damage because all 3 happened to hit it, and I just haven't successfully done that yet? Regardless, it easily seems to be the most effective one. You have to shoot before you dodge, and I'm having a lot of trouble with that. Like, if you dodge and then shoot, he's gone. Okay, only 1 hit there. Feeling optimistic about this one. We'll see how this phase goes. No, why did I do that? This one I don't really need to slide under. I don't know why I keep trying it. Well, now I'm no longer feeling optimistic because I have 1 hit left. It's fine. Okay, 2 hits, but they were lost as the second I said that. See, the best way to beat this boss is actually to get stuck inside of him and then lose all your health in the first phase. I'm gonna rewind that. I just need to remember to slide under him. There we go. Okay, good. It rebounded. Okay, we have a chance this time. They always spawn, like, in a plus sign formation around him, so I need to keep that in mind. Not always. Most of the time. Shit. He had one hit left. Okay, I'm getting better. I'm getting better, though. This attempt could be it. I really don't have an excuse to get hit by these. Oh my god. If I die on the second phase, I'm sad. Like, that's not the... That's easily the simplest one. I guess the first one's the simplest one, because you just wail on him until one of you dies. Okay. That didn't work. That didn't work. That one was luck. That one looked like it. That one was still barely above the ground. Or it still had part of it that was barely above the ground. I guess the hitbox isn't quite as big as I thought it was. I escaped. Ha! I have 2 little bits of health more than usual. Okay, good. I was really hoping I'd kill him before I took one more hit there, since I was stuck inside him. I like how his health bar disappears with him. That's just funny to me. No, I didn't jump when I hit jump! That was the attempt! That was gonna be the one! Which just means this one will be the one. God damn it. How can something that I expect every time be so difficult to dodge? I died before even the second phase. Before getting past the second phase. Well, I didn't lose that much health. One more hit and I die, but it's fine. I have a chance this time. We're getting to the point again where my hands are super sweaty and it's actively impeding my performance. I can usually at least dodge his lasers. His big energy balls. It's not usually too much of a problem for me, but it's been a problem for me. Okay. First time in a while I got to the third phase at all. This one's going well. I don't trust that. Yeah, I don't trust that a bit. Moral of the story, don't trust anything. Then you'll be pleasantly surprised. I did it! Cutscene time. Oh my. Triumphant at last. Mega Man something. Let me rewind that. I didn't even get to read that. Mega Man arrested the notorious Dr. Wily and brought him to justice. Capcom times. Sentenced to prison for his crimes. Sentenced to prison. No length. Dr. Wily now rules over a prison cell. At long last, the world is at peace. We did it! The saga can end there. There's no more Mega Man games after this. It does this big cinematic run through of all the Robot Masters, I guess. Cool. Well. I'm sorry everyone left before I finished. I liked it. I liked it a lot more than I expected to. DWNB. Dr. Wily number... what? So... I'm pretty sure all these robots were actually built by Wily, right? Yeah, DWNB. All of these were built by Wily. I kind of liked the idea that Wily, like, holds this tournament in order to gather a bunch of robots so he didn't have to build them himself. But yeah, the idea was that he bankrolled a bunch of people to build their own robots to enter them into the tournament, but that was all a hoax, all of it. Weird plot. Weird plot. But Wily's in jail now. I'm sure he'll stay there for the next 5 games. Yeah, I thought it was good. I liked it more than 5. I thought the bosses had a much more logical progression to them. A lot easier to figure out what was what. There were obviously like 2 or 3 weird ones in there, but it wasn't like every single Robot Master. It's like, what could this possibly work on? So that's something. That's definitely something. And also, it's just, I mean, it was well designed. It's a Mega Man game. It was alright. It wasn't a lot that like made it super stand out among the others, but I did like the I don't think I prefer them to the typical system, but I don't prefer them to the typical system, but I liked the changes to Rush. They were interesting. They made this one different. And I liked the secret exits in the Robot Master stages. Those were neat. Once you get to the Wily stages and the X stages, it's like the same as usual. But the first 8 like actually have some differences to them. Like you gotta get the secret exits to unlock Beak. It's not just did I say Beak? To unlock Beat. It's different from 5 where you just like did collectibles. Because I think they realized they couldn't just do that again. Since those weren't even hidden very well. It really is running through every Robot Master and we haven't reached the end of them yet while I go on this giant spiel. 3 hours, 12 minutes. That's better than 4 hours and 40 minutes? Something like that for 5. I'm curious how long 7's gonna be. Raymond, do you think I'm gonna be able to beat 7 in an evening, or do you think I'll have to do 2 streams? That's not next. Next is the next long-term game, and assuming I don't change my mind by Thursday, which it's fully possible, I'm likely gonna start Super Paper Mario, finally. It's been 2 years since I streamed Thousand Year Door, I think. So I think the time has come. It had been, what, a year at least since I streamed Mega Man 4. This summer is going to be dedicated to finishing series. Not necessarily. That's just a thing that happened to line up. 2 streams is more likely. Okay, solid. You think the same for 8? I imagine that 7 and 8 are probably longer. Yeah. To be continued. I'm curious. I'm going to look up when Mega Man X came out. Mega Man 6 release date. Mega Man X release date. Mega Man X, December 17th, 1993. Mega Man 6, November 5th, 1993. Less than a month apart. No, 1 month apart. That's surprising. That is surprising. At least it wasn't after X came out. I kind of had it in my mind that it was after X came out. 7 was after X, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the plan for Mega Man in the future is, like I said, do the games between, I think do 2 games at a time between, bigger projects. I act like I put a lot of work into these. It's not like I'm Let's Playing or anything. So, we'll do the next game, and then before the game after that, we'll do Mega Man 7 and 8, however long those take. And then do another game, and then 9 and 10. And then another one, and I guess 11. I don't know. Might just throw 11 onto the tail end of 9 and 10, I don't know. But the next game is likely going to be Super Paper Mario, starting Thursday. I'm going to check and see how long that is. If I decide it's too long, I might choose a shorter game and do Super Paper Mario after that. I've played the game before, but I've never 100%ed it, so I think I'm going to make a big checklist of things that I have to do in the game to get 100%. And like, figure out the criteria of, like, what I will count as completion, like, what I want to go for. Like, do I want to get all the catch cards? I don't know what I want to do. Correct, though, I might overestimate the length of those games since it has been a while. That's fair. That's fair. I think I briefly checked how long to beat on 7 and 8, and 7 looked to be about the length of the classic, of the NES games, and then 8 was, like, maybe a little over. Maybe almost double the length, 1.5 times. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I kind of expected these to take 2 streams, but that's because I expected to keep myself to a normal schedule where I do like an hour and a half like I had been. Not anymore. I guess. All right, I'm gonna archive my notes, and in that case, tomorrow's my day off. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow's my day off. Thursday, depending on how things go, it could be the next project. I could just take another day. I'm not sure. It's possible I'll take another day. But it would be a good bet that I will be starting Super Paper Mario on Thursday. And the next Animal Crossing stream is on Saturday. I think. I don't know. I'll figure all that out and post in announcements later tonight. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Hopefully I will see you next stream, and we will do a different game, whether it's Super Paper Mario or not, I don't know. A different game. Okay, yeah, in that case, bye pals. See you next time. Heart.